Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Get ready because this rumor is heating up, and it involves one of the most disruptive pass rushers in the league right now, Nick Bosa. Yes, the San Francisco 49ers star edge rusher, who has been making waves all season long, might be heading to Buffalo in a blockbuster trade. And let me tell you, this isn't just speculation. It's something that could truly reshape the entire AFC landscape, especially for the Bills, who are always looking to strengthen their pass rush and push for Super Bowl glory. Right now, the 49ers are sitting at a 9-6 record in what's shaping up to be a very competitive 2025 season. And despite having one of the league's best defenses, there's a lot of chatter in the Bay Area about their need to shake things up. The main issue they're facing is their rush defense, allowing an alarming 130 rushing yards per game, which is way above their usual standards. Plus, under Shanahan's system, their EPA per run is sitting at -0.13, indicating they're giving up big plays on the ground and struggling to contain the run game. With their cap space tight, around $30 million for a wide receiver after some recent injuries, they're considering moving Bosa, who is arguably their most valuable player on defense, for premium draft picks. Now, why would the Bills be interested? Well, Buffalo, with an 11-4 record, is on a mission. They're already one of the most dynamic teams in the league, but adding a player like Bosa would elevate their pass rush to a whole new level. Bosa is a game changer, a true disruptor who can flip the entire game plan of an offense. In 2025, he's been on fire, racking up 5 sacks, 32 pressures, and 15 tackles for loss. His PFF grade hovers at 94, which is elite, and he maintains a +0.24 EPA per rush, showing he's consistently winning his matchups and making plays when it counts. That kind of production is exactly what the Bills need to tighten the pressure on opposing quarterbacks, especially in high-stakes playoff moments. Let's take a quick moment to appreciate how dominant Bosa has been this season. Even with a knee injury that sidelined him for 3 games in Week 7, his impact has been undeniable. He's not just a pass rusher, he's a force on the field, capable of collapsing the pocket, forcing turnovers, and disrupting the rhythm of any offense. His career totals speak for themselves: 62 sacks, 105 tackles for loss, and a PFF grade of 89. That's consistency and elite-level production. And when you consider his injury history, missing 3 games in 2025 due to a knee injury, his return to full health only boosts his value ahead of the playoffs. Now, this potential trade would remind many fans of the Khalil Mack deal back in 2018, when the Raiders sent him to the Bears for multiple high draft picks. That move transformed the Bears' defense, adding 17 sacks in just the first season and making them a real threat in the NFC. Imagine what Bosa could do for the Bills, adding 11 sacks per season on average and significantly improving their run defense, cutting the yards they allow from 125 to around 100 per game. That's a 21% boost in run defense efficiency, which could be the difference maker in closing out tight games. Buffalo's defense has already been trending upward, especially with the addition of Von Miller, who's been superb with a PFF grade of 81. 6 sacks on the season. But adding Bosa into the mix would elevate their defense into the top tier, making their pass rush formidable enough to challenge any team. The Bills' defensive line could jump to a top 2 league ranking in sacks, with a total of around 48, pushing pressure on quarterbacks constantly and removing the need for blitzes that can sometimes leave vulnerabilities elsewhere. Looking at the numbers, Bosa's pressures per snap are about +1.5 compared to other edge rushers, and he sees a 14% increase in double-team draws. His presence on the field helps create turnovers, adding roughly 1 extra takeaways per game, which is crucial in playoff battles. And if you consider the Super Bowl odds, initially at +500 and now swinging toward +180, his presence could be the X factor that pushes the Bills over the top. In the playoffs, a dominant pass rush often makes all the difference, especially when it comes to controlling the game on the trenches and limiting opponents' run game, which has been a concern for many teams this season. From a strategic perspective, the Bills would be gaining a player who thrives in high-pressure moments. Bosa's ability to generate pressure consistently, especially in critical third-down situations, could be the key to unlocking more wins in the postseason. His potential addition could also free up other defenders to be more aggressive, knowing they have a disruptive force on the edge. It's a move that screams playoff readiness and championship ambition. Of course, such a trade isn't just about the on-field impact. It's also about the message it sends to the rest of the league and to the Bills' locker room. Buffalo has been building a team capable of competing at the highest level, but adding a player of Bosa's caliber signals that they're not just content with being good. They want to be champions. The AFC East is already competitive, with the Dolphins, Jets, and Patriots all trying to carve out their own paths, but a statement move like this could set the Bills apart as the team to beat. Now, what's interesting is that the 49ers might be skeptical about trading Bosa, especially since losing him would cause their pressure to drop by about 20%. They're also aware of how much he means to their defense, but the financial and roster considerations might push them to make a bold move. The NFC West is already a tough division, with the Seahawks sitting at 10-5 and a real threat to upset the apple cart. Losing a player like Bosa could tilt the scales in their division. But for the Bills, this is an opportunity to seize a superstar and elevate their Super Bowl chances significantly. Looking ahead, the offseason could be the perfect time for this deal to happen, especially if the Bills and 49ers can come to an agreement on the value of draft picks and compensation. It would be a win-win situation. The 49ers get some high-value picks to rebuild or address other needs, and the Bills land a game-changing pass rusher who can help them contend now and in the future. In conclusion, this potential trade could be one of the most talked-about moves of the offseason, and for Bills fans, it's an exciting prospect. It's not just about adding talent, it's about making a statement, showing that the Bills are all in on winning a Super Bowl. A player like Bosa could be the final piece they need to push through the playoffs, dominate the trenches, and finally bring home that elusive trophy. The NFL is a league where stars make the difference, and Bosa is undoubtedly one of those stars. If this trade goes through, it'll be a game changer, and Buffalo fans should be ready to see their team take the next big leap toward championship glory. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you believe Bosa would be the perfect fit, or are you concerned about the cap space and how it might affect other areas of the team? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the Bills. This is the kind of move that could define a franchise for years, so get involved and let us know what you think. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. The offseason is heating up, and the Bills are right in the middle of the action. Buckle up, Bills Mafia, because it's going to be an exciting ride.